I'm Whitney Denahy.
And I'm Jordan Phillips.
And I'm Alizeh Frazier. And today, as a group, we will be talking about an issue that has been dividing American people for a while now. Flag burning is the destruction of a national symbol of unity. Can flag burning be justified? We have three main points today. 1, what does the flag stand for? 2, why is it disrespectful to burn the flag? And 3, why it should be considered a crime when you do so. So first off, I will be talking about what does the flag stand for. The background of the flag for the American people is the flag was adopted into the United States on June 14, 1777 in Philadelphia. The Continental Congress adopted the stars and stripes for this flag. Each colors, red, white, and blue, symbolize patriotic ideals and spiritual equalities of the U.S. citizens. Each color represents and has its own certain meaning. For the red on the flag, the red stripe represents the fearless courage and integrity of the American men and boys and the self-sacrifice and devotion of the mothers and daughters. The blue and white on the flag, the white stripes stand for liberty and equality for all. The blue in the corner of the flag is the blue of heaven, loyalty, and faith. The flag represents the eternal principles, liberty, justice, and humanity. The flag is meant to embody the American freedom of speech, religion, assembly, the press, the sanctity of home, and it is also a symbol of the Continental Bill of Rights. Flags for children. The flag helps protect the American schools, the seedbed of good citizenship and true patriotism. This is because the flag is displayed in every schoolroom and on every schoolyard flagpole. There is an everyday pledge to the flag in every school across the United States. The flag is a sacred emblem of our country. It symbolizes our birthright, our heritage of liberty, purchased with the blood and sorrow of those who served our country. Military has a lot to do with the flag. Men and women of this country fight every day to protect our flag and the citizens in which it represents. It shows a national symbol of proudness and integrity of the American people hold for United States of America. God made a promise to the United States when they made the flag. God granted the flag to stay in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Also, that the flag will never be known as Old Glory, but instead, the flag will always be known as the United States of America, in which represents all brave souls of the land. Now on to Jordan with the next point.
Our next topic is why is burning the flag disrespectful? Burning the flag is considered the destruction of national unity, even when destroyed as private property. The flag is considered such a sacred symbol that burning it in an undignified manner constitutes as desecration. Burning the flag will not correct problems or make change. To veterans, the flag represents the deaths of comrades and is a symbol of hope that active soldiers will be able to return home after the war and to their country with honor. So, what is symbolic speech? Symbolic expression is described as a form of expression mixed with elements of conduct. This form of expression is protected by the First Amendment, under which flag burning has been ruled as a form of symbolic speech. Although flag burning is seen as a form of symbolic expression, it represents courage, selflessness, and bravery to sacrifice for others, which is what active soldiers do on a daily basis. Flag desecration is when someone knowingly mutilates, defaces, physically defiles, burns, maintains on the ground or floor, or tramples upon any flag of the United States. People found guilty of flag desecration can suffer a penalty fine or up to 2 years of imprisonment. So why do people burn the flag? Flag desecration may be undertaken for a variety of reasons. It may be a protest against a country's foreign policy, including one's own, or a protest against the nature of the government's power. People also burn the flag out of protest against nationalism or a deliberate insult to the people of the United States. Although flag desecration is morally incorrect, in the court case Texas versus Johnson, the Supreme Court ruled that burning the flag in protest of the country's decisions is seen as a form of symbolic speech. It must be remembered, though, that burning the flag will not correct problems or make change, and the flag represents courage and hope to soldiers. It also represents the deaths of many men who died protecting this country and all that the flag stands for. On to Whitney.
Our last topic is why it should be considered a crime. The First Amendment protects the freedom of symbolic speech, but some actions, such as burning the flag, do not fall under the symbolic speech category. The reason people tend to burn the flag is for political reasons. This shows the distinct difference between real and forced patriotism. Freedom cannot survive if expectations to the First Amendment are made when someone does not agree with the decisions made by the people in power. Burning the flag is not symbolic speech. It is an unnecessary, offensive act of vandalism. Free speech allows the values and accuracy to be publicly discussed, accepted, rejected, or developed, but flag burning does not contribute to any dialogue or exchange for ideas. Flag desecration and burning remain one of the biggest controversial issues in the nation. Though there have been laws passed making it a crime, those laws have been overturned by the Supreme Court. For example, the issue of the Texas v. Johnson case was whether flag burning constitutes symbolic speech protected by the First Amendment. Justice Stevens argued that the flag's unique status as a symbol of national unity outweighed symbolic speech concerns, and thus the government could lawfully prohibit flag burning. State laws were passed in Texas, and the federal government came out with a law that prohibited flag burning and different types of flag desecration. The Supreme Court came out and said this law doesn't cure constitutional defect and overturned the laws. This case was brought to court because Johnson burned an American flag outside of the convention center to protest the policies of President Ronald Reagan because he didn't agree with them. The two symbols people equate freedom in our country with is the American flag and the bald eagle. When taking one away from people to burn it is not right. The flag represents the ideals for which the United States stands. It honors those who died in defense of this country. Burning the flag is disrespectful not only to our country, but the people that fought and died for us at war, serving our nation. Here's a video from a veteran to help understand our point of view.
John, how do you feel about burning the flag? Do you feel like we should have a law against burning the flag? An amendment, if you will?
Yeah, I do. When I see somebody or hear about burning the flag, I think about the time that June and I went to Vietnam in 1969 and saw the burning flesh. The boys coming in from the helicopters on the stretchers with the flesh burned, falling off from the napalm on their bodies. And you never forget the smell of that. But anyway, back to the flag. I think of that, whether the Vietnam War was right or not, there are a lot of people who sacrificed their lives for it, and their time, and their brains. And whether or not we were right in being there when we went, that wasn't the issue. It's that Americans were there dying for me and dying for that flag. So I think if you want to burn the American flag, you ought to take it to Iran. But I still cherish those freedoms, Like if I got a week off next week, I can go and do anything I want to in this United States. And there's not many countries you can do that in. And I cherish all of the freedoms that we got, including the right to burn the flag. But I also got the right to bear arms, and if you burn mine, I'll shoot you.
John, you wrote a song once, and I think you may have written it while you were in the Air Force, called Ragged Old Flag.
No, I wrote that in 1975.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. In Binghamton, New York.
I saw you do it on the 4th of July several years ago at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Could you do it for us right now?
Ragged Old Flag. Mm-hmm.
And that concludes our podcast on Can Burning the Flag Be Justified?